Hello and welcome back to the video. And in today's video, I will be reacting to the new Phineas and Ferb Collab bundle and skins. So yeah, unfortunately, it seems they've not decided to put out Phineas and Ferb skins yet, or maybe they're just gonna put it out later. But they brought Dr Doofenshmirtz and Perry the Platypus called Buff Perry. But yeah, anyways. Still very excited about this. It's Perry the Platypus, it's cool. And I'm happy they brought him as a skin rather than a psychic, like you can see Rigby there. But yeah, I just chose Mordecai and Rigby here because why not for another cartoon collab. But yeah, anyways, like, Doofenshmirtz also cool enough character now. I'm just kind of it's literally. The bundle is literally called Phineas and Ferb. Obviously I'm doing this a day late, but as it came out yesterday. But so I have seen the bundle name and that, so it's interesting. They're literally showing us a Phineas and Ferb bundle. I guess from that, but they haven't brought Phineas and Ferb as the first skins even. I'm guessing one of these are going to bring Phineas and Ferb Harley. They're not going to bring the two characters that this show is literally named after. Maybe even a Candace skin could come. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the video, and I hope you will enjoy it. Anyway, as I am doing this site, certainly in the shop, yeah, look. So this says new, that's interesting. This says new up there now. It came out the other day, so it's been out for over a day. But look, it says Disney, Phineas and Ferb. Right there. So I just find that interesting that these are the first two skins. We've never got a Phineas and Ferb skin. These are the only skins we've gotten from Phineas and Ferb. Obviously these are, 100% they're literally nearly as main characters as those two, but they're literally the name of the show. Series, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, cartoon, whichever way. But anyway, we got the bundle here. It's Buff, Perry, sorry. Yeah. This is part of the set 01. Didn't even say Phineas and Ferb set though. Which is interesting. But look how cool this guy looks. Oh my god. Can't believe Perry the Platypus has a skin in Fortnite now. The bundle is big expensive to about 3,200 V-Bucks. Let's see if it's worth it in this. Backblin, Ducky, Momo, Plushie. That looks cool. It's fair enough. Backblin too far. And Perry the in-action figure. Oh, this looks like a really cool pickaxe. Oh my. This would probably look a lot cooler if it was actually Perry the Platypus. I might end up getting one, but let's see. There's rumored to be a lot of collabs I like coming, so I'm nearly deciding which ones I want to hold out on for, if these ones I prefer. Because the only thing is they might not be truthful either. So I could be waiting out for collabs that's, don't even happen in the end. But anyways, that's a really cool pickaxe. Probably one of the coolest pickaxes there is, to be fair. Then we got Dr Doofenshmirtz. Look at this guy, bro. Look how devious he is. Bruh. Obvious, Perry the Platypus history. The whole thing is he ends up just going as an undercover agent all the time as Agent P and stopping everything that's Dr. Doofenshmirtz up to. Well, I mean, Phineas and Ferb try and enjoy their time with their friends. I don't know, their sister Candace, of course. Well, she always tries to catch them doing stuff too, as you would know if you watch Phineas and Ferb. Man, they're literally been my whole childhood. This is crazy. They Phineas and Ferb right in my childhood too, like balloony. Okay. Now I can't say I recognize why Doofenshmirtz has got a balloon as a backbone here. Not gonna lie. Called balloony. Or is that baloney? Yeah, it's baloney. What am I saying? Can't remember this moment. What it is. That's a cool pickaxe. Gnome camp in there. You got gnome in the clamp. What? I mean, it's for Doofenshmirtz. I mean, it's evil. Something you do. Something he's probably done. This is a pickaxe. Not. I remember it happening, but I know I definitely not watch every episode of Phineas and Ferb. I would just watch it if it was on TV. So I know I haven't. Doof's high kicks. I do remember this at the start. I believe it was. But yeah, as I said, I didn't watch it in any order. I was watching it whenever it came on TV when I was younger. So, which I mean, a lot of cartoons was like quite frequent. To be honest. So yeah, but I do definitely for that. Doofenshmirtz has been goofy yourself. Agent G Sharp. Is this really Asian P? So why is this saying Agent G? Oh, is it because there's a fucking guitar? Oh my god. Get out. Oh. Is this? I'm not gonna assess this in order of it. That's the intro there, son. So cool. That's an again. Hey, look there. That's 3 important characters in it. That's literally Phineas and Ferb there. Anyway, Phineas obviously with the guitar. Ferb there with the bass, I'm guessing. And then you got Candace there coming in a rope behind them. But you can definitely tell Phineas and Ferb if you just look at the name. As you can see on the P, you can see Phineas's hair, and you can see on the F Ferb's hair. If you even want a way to identify them, even the face structures is the way of the letter. If you can see the way of the F coming out, that's the trick. First, like no, but. Origins, yeah, you probably look at them like, since they are quite small characters, but this guy is much smaller. But yeah, you can even hear in it's them saying driving your sister insane. So they definitely enjoy that. But I mean, I could sit here and listen to this music for a good bit. I've heard this intro so many times. It has been a while since I've watched Phineas and Ferb, to be fair. From the years. but this still sounds so familiar, and yeah, I think it's so cool that it's in the game now. I know it's kind of weird that it's just with Doofenshmirtz and Buff Perry. Like, they could have just brought that music with the two main characters, the two mainest characters. Like, these are obviously two really main characters too. Like, so, but yeah. Anyway, you got that for 3,200 V-Bucks. I would say it's worth it, to be fair, because you got two good skins. They are nice big axes, backbling, emo. I don't care about the guitar, but I mean, that intro is definitely, as someone that watched Phineas and Ferb, you would definitely love it. To have that playing, you know. But yeah, anyways, Buff Perry is 1,500 V-Bucks, and you can get the Ducky Momo plushie backbling with him. But if you are not going to get the skin or the bundle, you can get Ducky Momo plushie for 400 V-Bucks. And there you got Clarity and in action figure Pigyax for 800 V-Bucks. Fair enough. So it's a good Pigyax. So yeah, and then you got Dr Doofenshmirtz for 1,500 V-Bucks. Obvious Baloney, the backbling is with him. But if you want, you can get it separately for 400 V-Bucks too. I find it interesting at 400 V-Bucks, especially now you look at that. It's as you're saying the equivalent to up to €8. €8 for backbling separately is crazy. Then you got Doof's high kicks if you just want the emote for 500 V-Bucks. Look at that emote. Look at Mordecai do it, pal. It looks so weird. But yeah. Obvious, moving force history always in that attire. But yeah, and it's Gnome, Clamp, Aether, Inator. As you know, he made a lot of like gadgets and stuff, Doofenshmirtz, so makes sense. I do not remember this one. They literally calls everything Inator. So definitely looking at that name, it makes sense. Gnome, Clamp, Inator. I'm not gonna say I remember any of the names of ones he says, but they always literally end with Inator. Definitely one I think I'm familiar with as. But like the amount of times you would say Inator at the end, I definitely remember that. And don't care about the guitar, but you can get that for 800 V-Bucks anyway. One of his inventions, get gnomes. I don't remember that one, but yeah, I mean, I don't even remember any names of the ones, but I know he's had these big ones that blast, like, and do different things, may control people and stuff. But he made one. He literally, the whole point of it, he was making one like every episode, and Perry was to stop him while Phineas and Ferb and were trying to enjoy their summer, you know, and doing many different interesting adventures, and somehow never realizing Doofenshmirtz doing anything, just chilling with her, like doing all these adventures with friends, and Candace always just always trying to rat them out. But here's the music, 500 V-Bucks if you want the intro of, one of the greatest cartoons ever. I could probably say that about a lot of cartoons, to be honest. So don't take my word on it'd be my favorite or the greatest in my eyes, because there's a lot of cartoons I put up around there. But I definitely probably, I don't know. I wouldn't say, I'm not gonna say I have a favorite right now on the spot. I was thinking about this because I have so many that are like highly like that, but that's definitely probably if I really think of one. If I really think of one. But I mean, Scooby-Doo's up there, starting in. I mean, a collab that could be coming as Ben 10, that's definitely up there. I mean, I'm not saying that's confirmed because I don't know, my hopes up. In case it doesn't come. Whatever rumors, that's what I'm thinking. Well, from you heard something on Ultron, but I know I haven't heard much about that, so I could be just feeding things that I would dream of coming. Ultron definitely deserves a skin too from Marvel. But anyway, this is a reaction about Phineas for characters of Doofenshmirtz and Period Apart for us. Anyway, but yeah, I'm really happy with this collab coming. As I've said, I was interested to see. Like, I found out they were coming from seeing them in compete, but I'm interested that there is a reason that these have come before Phineas and Ferb themselves. I understand before Candace. If they even bring Candace, not saying they will, but surely they bring Phineas and Ferb, right? I mean, then again, I say that's like Ninjago. Their first part came out in last year, like November, and they're supposed to have a part 2 of a whole nother bundle with the rest of the characters come out, and that was supposed to come out early 2026. It's April now, and they've brought out many other collabs and not brought that second bundle. I know I was gonna buy that, but I think Ninjago's gonna end up taking over all these collabs again. Looney Tunes even still in the shop as well, so. But that just shows how much good cartoons are burning at the moment, in my eyes anyway. A lot of you could have had different shows you grew up watching, say, cartoons and stuff, so. But a lot of ones just came out recently, just last few months have been ones I've, so. Very happy with that, so. Anyways, we have a preview of this collab anyway, it looks pretty good. Thornton, I really used to be, is back when obvious. I can't fully remember that invention, but I mean, if it's Big X, it's definitely an invention. He made so many inventions, we hard to remember them all, to be honest. But I guess I do remember him talking about stuff, but I don't remember Balloon with a face, so that's interesting. Maybe I'll be kicking myself after this video that I remember it. But yeah, right now I don't. But yeah. Anyway, I get to the end of the video and sat here thinking for ages of what the fuck that really came from. So anyways, that's been it for the video. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to the new Phineas and Ferb collab of Perry the Platypus and Dr. Doofenshmirtz coming to the game. Hopefully we do see more characters from this collab coming. Obvious ones, Phineas and Ferb, Candace could come, even her friend, some friends of Phineas and Ferb, obviously. The sergeant could come, the parents could come, I guess, of Phineas, Ferb, and Candace. But yeah, maybe even, I guess, other agents, but I don't think there's really any other agents that are that important at all. But yeah, anyways, that's been it. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, it's been Fresh Square. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out for now.